Good morning. It is Sunday, December 4th, and it is about 9:20. And we stayed at our friend's house way later than I thought we would last night. So when he invited us over, because he was having people over to have dinner at 7, I did not think that meant we were going to be getting home at 2. But we did. But I'm up. Here we go. Which means today's video is technically going to be the first late video of Vlogmas. Now, I need to caveat though, that when my editor and I talked about the plan for Vlogmas and like feeling comfortable about when we were gonna commit to editing and prepping and all that stuff, I was uploading videos at noon Eastern. And I was like, I for sure could prep anything the morning of and get it up by noon Eastern. Like, it's not gonna be a problem. And then a couple of weeks ago, like we had this conversation, I don't know, Amanda, you probably know better than I do, like September, October, we like talked about this. And then a couple of weeks ago, I do a weekly Q&A box on Instagram. Somebody asked me, can you upload your videos earlier in the day? And I thought about it. And the reason that I was uploading at noon Eastern was back when I worked at my corporate 9-to-5 job. I wanted the video to go up during my lunch hour so that I could respond to comments and be active and like pay attention to the video during my lunch hour. Well, I don't work my corporate 9-to-5 job anymore, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll bump them up to 9. So I started uploading videos at 9, and for the first 3 days of Vlogmas, 9 totally worked. Today, 9 is not going to work, clearly, because it's already 9:20 and I haven't even touched today's video. So that is going to be the first thing on our agenda, right after I try my new Milky Mist that I bought, that I showed a couple days ago. Oh my god, it smells amazing. Oh, I like it. Okay, that feels really nice. Anyways, that's step 1. I need to get today's video prepped and ready to go. Yes, the load of laundry I did yesterday is still sitting there in the dryer behind me. I didn't touch it. Obviously, the actual first step is going to be coffee. And the debate is, do I drink the cold brew that I don't really like in my fridge? I mean, I will drink it eventually. But today, since I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, I really want to crack into that cold brew. All right, I know I've showed this recipe before in a vlog, but in case you're new here, this is my iced coffee recipe. So these are the cups that you get when you go see a Broadway show, and we have a gazillion of them. So I start with one of these, and then I put in 2 of these like giant, massive, really they're like cocktail ice cubes. Then the most important ingredient, the Trader Joe's cold brew concentrate that I stood in line for yesterday. So I will fill it up to about, it's usually just over halfway. Again, I used to measure it, and now I just basically eyeball it. Then I take oat milk, and I go almost all the way to the top. And then a very little bit of half and half at the top. Just to add like a smidge of sweetness. I used to use a protein shake in this step, but I've been trying to cut extra unnecessary sweet things out, so I've been using half and half. My reusable straws. And I stir. Alright, since I'm just going to be sitting in my office for a bit, I thought I would light the Trader Joe's candle. Just the one that we opened yesterday. It's rhubarb flavored. Come on. I used to love this thing, this electric lighter, but it has been not the best lately. You have full battery. Come on. Alright, I'm giving up on that and using these matches that we got at a wedding we went to in November. I actually really don't like matches. Like, I do not enjoy this process. These are longer though, so actually it's a little bit better. Hi. You want to keep me company while I work on this video? Yes, Mom. Oh, so cute and soft. Do you want to show your cute face? Yes. Hi. I'm sure some of you are loving the amount of times that I'm trying to include Charlie this Vlogmas, and some of you are like, please stop showing your cat. All right, first off, this candle is smelling amazing. Loving it. Loving. I'm really glad I made that purchase yesterday. All right, next up on my list of things to do this morning is paint my nails. I picked all my nail polish off last night. I am an ex-biter, and you can still see sometimes I still bite my thumbnails. Thumbnails, like YouTube thumbnails. Okay, wow. Anyways, I paint my nails pretty regularly because I always pick it off. And you know what? It is what it is. It's better than finding them. So this is my nail polish storage, which I know I've probably shared before, but I got this thing from Amazon. I like it. I don't love it. I like this part of it. Like, I like being able to see all my colors like this, and it keeps me from buying new colors, frankly. Like, I have thought about buying some new Dazzle Dry colors multiple times, but I have not done it because where would I put them? But I don't use this top part because it's not enough to hold all the other stuff I need to hold. So I have this extra little thing over here. I've got this plastic thing, which is like a photo thing from Michaels, that's got like the pads and Q-tips and all of my extra like supplies. I have acetone. I have the Dazzle Dry Prep toe separators for when I do randomly paint my toenails, which is not often, and then this extra nail file. I wish I could just like have it all in one, obviously, but I don't feel the need to buy another one of these right this second. It's working, it's fine. So anyways, the nail polish system that I use, so except for this bottom roll, is Dazzle Dry. I love Dazzle Dry. It's absolutely my favorite. It dries fast. It really does dry fast. It lasts longer. It's a great system. They do have a referral code. I'm not like, this is not sponsored. I'm not an affiliate. It's just like everybody gets a referral code. So you can get a discount on your first order, and then I get credit back to the shop. Although I have said this before, I feel like should show you my face so you're not just staring at my nail polish. I highly recommend always waiting for a sale. Dazzle, like, sign up for their email list, follow them on Instagram. Dazzle Dry, like, you do not need to pay full price. Now, the irony of that is I do, because so many of you are amazing and have used my referral code, I have credit to the shop. And you cannot stack sale prices with the codes, with the credit, which is fine. Like, I understand that. And as somebody who owns a business, like, you're like, yeah, you're not gonna use your free credit and get something on sale. But God, mentally, I'm like, I never want to pay full price because it always goes on sale. But just an FYI, like, like, anything you want will eventually go on sale, so to wait for a sale. The other thing I always recommend with Dazzle Dry is the ridge filler, especially if you're somebody who is used to like gel or thicker like coats of nail polish. This, and if you have like really textured nails, this stuff is freaking awesome. So here's the other thing. I don't remember when I painted my nails, the nail polish that I picked off last night, but I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna do the same color. It's December and I just am loving red. This is Rapid Red. It's like the perfect holiday red, and I think I'm just gonna do the same color. Just sitting here painting my nails. I've got one more layer. This is like the only layer between the end of the color and then the top coat that I will like actually take some extra time and make sure it's like 100% completely dry so that I don't get color on the top coat brush. And so went to check social media, as you do, and oh my gosh, y'all. One of the girls that I danced with growing up posted a picture she found of us from a banquet, some sort of dance banquet from, I don't even actually know how many years ago. Like, the picture doesn't have the date on it anywhere. If I had to guess, probably 10. I'm gonna pop it up for you to look at. But these are the girls I danced with growing up, and our dance teacher, who has since actually passed away. Just like looking at this picture, I'm just like, that was like, I spent so much time with those amazing humans, and like there's just, I don't know, it's like one of those like nostalgic pictures that I just like am enjoying looking at, and I honestly don't remember taking, but like, I remember that dress. I do remember the dress, and I couldn't tell you what banquet we were at. There was, you know what it probably was, and there was this convention we went to in Texas where, and if you're not familiar with a dance at all, and you're like, what does that even mean? Like, what is a dance convention? It typically is, at least it was when I danced competitively. I don't know how things have changed, although I do know how one thing has changed. And if you have a child who dances, or you're a lot younger, you probably are like, you know what I'm talking about. Platinum used to be the highest score you could get at a competition, and now apparently there's a diamond level. Anyways, dance conventions, we would take class all day, like master classes from guest instructors, and then there was always a competition at night or one of the days, like it depended on the day. And this one I'm pretty sure was in the summer, and it was like multiple days, and so because we didn't have school, there was like a lot going on, including like one night that was like a banquet, and we got to like dress up and be fancy, and there was like awards and whatnot. I think that's what this is from, but anyways, it's just kind of fun to look at. The morning is absolutely flying by. I am about to go meet a friend to watch football, and so I'm gonna get ready. And I thought I would take today's vlog because I don't know where the rest of the day is gonna take me, and there may not be a whole lot of footage for the rest of the day. Although I feel like I vlogged a pretty decent amount this morning, but I thought I would take this vlog to share one of the questions I got of things to share during Vlogmas was the channels that I watch, the YouTube channels that I watch. And so I kind of have like 3 different categories I'm gonna go through. So I'm gonna share kind of in 3 different categories. Actually, there's almost 4 categories, not to try, definitely made it more complicated than I needed to, but it's gonna be like Vlogmas, channels that I'm watching right now during Vlogmas that are uploading right now, if that's the content that you want. I had somebody ask about the business channels. I made a comment that a lot of my watch later folder are business YouTube channels, so I wanted to share those with you. And then the last category is just other channels that I love and watch regularly that I wanted to give a shout out that don't fall into those first 2. Okay, so the reason I said there were 4 categories is because I'm breaking Vlogmas up into 2 categories. Basically, I want to talk about like the 2 channels that during Vlogmas, I watch it the day it goes live. Like I find a time during my day to watch that video the day it goes live. And the first one I actually already talked about in a video, which is the Braun family. So the channel is actually Tyler Travels TV, and it's Tyler and Jessica Braun. They're the cutest little family. They live in Indiana and they love Disney. They love musicals. They both actually used to do like musicals and shows. And I feel like I've said this before too, but I really do feel like we would be friends if we lived in the same place. Like I feel like her and I just feel like the 2 of them have so much in common with Sam and I just feel like we would just have a great time. Anyways, I love their Vlogmas. I love just seeing their life. I also really just appreciate, they both like work for themselves, and so I love seeing them work their flexibility with their 2 small children, and just like it's almost like a fantasy. I'm like, what will this potentially someday hopefully look like? And then the other one that I always make time for is Allie Edwards' December daily videos. So she uploads her project every day. And I've said this before, I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. My December daily, especially if you've been watching them, is very simple. I keep it very, I don't do a ton of extra crafty type stuff. Like I like decorative pieces, but I keep it pretty simple. And that's not how Allie Edwards, who's the original creator of the project, that's not how she operates. Hers is very, very, she gets very crafty, but I still love watching them. I mean, she's the original creator. I love getting ideas from her and inspired by her, and so I pretty much always watch hers. Now the other, my little handy dandy list here, the other 4 Vlogmas channels that I'm going to talk about are all a little bit unique in that they're not doing like traditional Vlogmas at all. So the first one is Cindy, and I've talked about Cindy before. I love her channel, highly recommend. The difference of hers, she is vlogging a lot, but some of her Vlogmas videos are pre-filmed content, which is exactly how I used to do Vlogmas too. And most of her other pre-filmed stuff is like planner reviews, or I think we're gonna move into some goal setting videos. So if you like the balance of like other stuff with vlogs, I feel like if you're watching my videos, you've probably heard of Cindy. You probably watch her videos. Absolutely love her, highly recommend her channel. One caveat, if you do not enjoy swearing, if that is a deal breaker for you, don't watch her. The next one is somebody that I've also talked about before, but never in a Vlogmas content, and that is my friend Justina, who is a personal trainer and nutrition coach, and she's uploading a video every day in December, but it is not like Vlogmas. She is actually doing, it's very cool. She is bringing awareness to how expensive food is and like tips and things about eating healthy on a budget, and it's been so eye-opening so far. And at the same time, and I forgot that YouTube had this feature, and like in retrospect, I wish I would have done this for Vlogmas too. It's probably actually not too late for me to do this. She is doing a fundraiser, and you can like add it to your YouTube video for an organization called Feeding America. So I pretty much always watch her videos on her channel anyway, but I am really enjoying the series that she's doing and excited that she's a video every single day in December. The next one is the Organized Money, who is also somebody that I watch her videos very regularly, but she is doing a video every day in December, and a lot of hers are pre-filmed content, and it's a lot of gonna be planner and budgeting content. But if you've never heard of her, I wanted to make sure to give her a shout out as somebody who's uploading every day in December, and I have been enjoying her videos as well, especially because hers are more bite-sized. So are Justina's actually, but like when you're looking for like a short 10-15 minute video as opposed to some of us with our ridiculously long, like even this clip is already 8 minutes long. I thought today was gonna be a shorter vlog, and like here we are. Anyways, the Organized Money, highly recommend. And then the last Vlogmas channel I'm watching, and I'm putting that in quotes because she is not uploading every day,
but I'm just excited to see her uploading again, and that is Amy Landino. And I have talked about her for a very long time. I've watched her channel since I started my own channel. I read her book, Vlog Like a Boss, and like I really have always looked up to her and admired her from like a business owner standpoint. And she had a baby during the pandemic, so it's been fun to see her vlog and like see her in mom mode. And she's not uploading every day. She said she's uploading 4 times a week. So I'm excited just to like watch her again. But if you're looking for almost daily, but like she's just vlogging, like true Vlogmas, check out her channel. Also, I didn't realize this clip was gonna be this long, and I feel like I'm gonna finish getting ready before I'm like done talking. All right, the next category is business channels that I watch. Right now, most of their videos are sitting in my watch later folder, and I'm not gonna get to them in December, and that's okay. So the first one is Tips with Trina, strictly YouTube focused. If you have a YouTube channel, you wanna have a YouTube channel, highly recommend her channel. The next one is Erin May Henry. She is an Australian YouTuber, business owner, coach, who I've actually worked with on a coaching basis before. But her stuff more recently is very kind of like inspirational, motivational, creating the life of your dreams and not trying to like fit yourself into a box, which I really, really enjoy. The next one is Vanessa Lau. Same thing. If you have a YouTube channel, she focuses a lot on YouTube, but also a lot on just social media in general. A lot on just like other platforms, Instagram, other social media, business related things. And then the last one is Jessica Stansberry, kind of the same concept as Vanessa Lau, but maybe with a little bit more of like digital products thrown in. And she also just has this like additional quirky side to her because she lives in like the middle of nowhere. I think she has to drive like 2 hours to get to a Target. It's either like Virginia or Tennessee, somewhere around there. She was cheering for Appalachian State, which I know I learned from her, that's how you pronounce it. When they were like beating people at football at the beginning of the season, do you remember that? So somewhere out there, that's where she lives. And so she's got a cute Southern accent, and I really enjoy her videos. All right, last category is the other channels. They're not doing Vlogmas, they're not business focused, but they're channels whose videos I watch pretty regularly, although probably not gonna keep up with them as much in December, but I wanted to give them a shout out. The first one is Jessica Braun, who I talked about during Vlogmas. The Vlogmas videos go up on her husband's YouTube channel. Her YouTube channel in December stays the same. It's makeup content, it's also vlogging, it's also like random favorites, lifestyle, mom stuff, now that she has 2 kids, and she is basically the only makeup YouTuber that I watch regularly. And then obviously I love watching her and Vlogmas on her husband's channel, but I like her channel as well. The next one should be no surprise, and that is Sarah from Heart Breathings. If you've not heard me talk about the HB90 system, in my video where I talked about how I plan my life, I raved about it. When this video goes up, you can still sign up for the December course. I will leave my link down below. It is an affiliate link, full disclosure, but I highly recommend the course if you are a business owner or you find your goals are a lot of project-based things. If your personal goals are mostly habit routine focused, I don't think it's a good fit for personal goals. But if you have a lot of project-based personal goals, I think it's a very well thought out supportive project planning system, and it really works well for me and my business, and that is what I use it for. But her YouTube channel has a lot about her system, but also a lot about her writing career. And not that I necessarily have, I mean, maybe I'll write a book someday, but like right now that's not my plan. But I still love following her and I love learning from her. So that is definitely someone I had to mention. I've mentioned this channel before, Nikki Gets Fit. If you are anyway on a weight loss journey or want to learn more about healthy eating, I love her. Kind of the same thing as the Braun family. I feel like if Sam and I, which they actually live in like the suburbs of Chicago, I feel like Sam and I would be friends with them. But either way, most of her channel is health and fitness, weight loss related. She does use Weight Watchers, but her content is still very helpful and consumable, even as somebody who does not have any intention of touching Weight Watchers again. Next up on the list is Shay Budgets, and I know I talked about her before as well, and as her YouTube name suggests, a lot of her content is budgeting and finance focused, but she also does a lot of lifestyle, planning, all kinds of stuff. And I also really enjoy her channel. I feel like we're at a very similar phase of life. Her and her husband have been married way longer than Sam and I have, but I still feel like we're all very similar. I got to actually meet her years ago when she came to New York to speak at the New York Planner, one of the New York Planner conferences. And I really do enjoy her and enjoy her channel. And then last, but certainly not least, none of these, besides those first 2 that I talked about in Vlogmas, none of these were in any particular order, is Tatiana Muse. And I discovered her because I was in a Facebook group, and the Facebook group was asking, it was the Power Sheets Facebook group, and they were asking for YouTubers that talk about goals and Power Sheets. And I was tagged in it because somebody talked about me, and then somebody recommended her. And I immediately went to her channel and started watching her videos, subscribed, and I absolutely love her videos. She also has a business, and I just feel like I learn so much from her. And again, I feel like it's interesting because sometimes you want to watch people that are like in the exact same stage of life as you, and you can totally relate to them. And then sometimes I can see a lot of these people are already moms, and I'm kind of watching them with like, what's the next phase look like? And she is one of those people for me. So I've really been enjoying her channel. That's a new one to my list, but I definitely wanted to give her a shout out. So I am gonna finish getting ready here. All I have left is mascara, and then actually getting dressed, and then I'm gonna get on my way to meet my friend. I love this stuff. I know I talked about it in the Ulta haul, but I bought the lavender scent one. It's just so calming and relaxing. I just put on my mascara and remembered that I still haven't found my glasses. I don't know where they are. And putting my contacts in when I've already done my mascara usually results in my mascara getting screwed up. So but I'm like almost out of time. So I need to decide if I'm gonna like just do it, put my contacts in, and like maybe have to fix my makeup, or like go back. I searched for a very long time the other night for my glasses, and I still haven't found them. I just kept assuming they would turn up, and they have not. Daily Charlie content. Hi, Mom. It's so bright. Oh yes, but you're so cute. Oh, or that. Or the yawn. Yeah. All right, I am off to go watch football, and then hopefully soccer. England is playing today. Hopefully they win. It's just a big sports day. It's a beautiful day. It's like 40 and sunny. It's actually very nice out. Like, it's cold. I have a jacket on, but like it feels nice, especially when you're walking, especially if you're in the sun. But I'm off. One of the things I'm gonna do also while I'm walking is kind of multitask a bit. Normally, I like to answer YouTube comments on my computer. I just like having a keyboard. I feel like I can be more thorough, and I prefer answering that way. And I also normally don't worry about YouTube comments on the weekends. And on Monday, I'll just play catch up on all the YouTube comments that came in over the weekend. But since it is Vlogmas and there is a video going up every day, there's a lot of comments. And I think if I don't try, and I mean, it's my 5th year. I don't know, I feel like this shouldn't be that, like, it's not new to me. But I do feel like I've gotten a lot better in the last year about my work-life balance. So I originally was like, well, I'm not gonna respond to comments on the weekends like always. I'll just respond to them on Monday. Also, I know it's dark. The lighting when I'm walking, if I'm in the sun, I need one setting. If I'm not, I need another. So we're gonna deal. Anyways, so I was like, I'll just respond to them on Monday. But I was looking at them this morning, and I was like, man, there's a lot. And if I wait to do all of them tomorrow during my communication routine, it's gonna be a lot of comments. So I think what I'm gonna do, I have about a 15-minute walk. I am going to, even though I don't like answering them on my phone, I think I'm going to pull out my phone and respond to comments. And now I'm thinking about it, like I'm gonna run into somebody. Maybe this is not the best multitasking option. Okay, I gave up on responding to comments, partially because it was hard to walk. Sometimes like right here, see, the sidewalk is like super wide. So I can like walk on the edge and like kind of walk slowly and not risk running into anybody. But then sometimes it gets super narrow and I really need to pay attention. Also, I realized my phone was not as charged as I thought it was, and I forgot my backup battery. So I wanted to kind of save some battery too for later. Wow, it is right here. One of the questions I kept getting on the lives was, what are the things you love about New York at Christmas that you're gonna make sure you do before you move? And it's not even any specific things, but just like noticing like these, like noticing all the lights and the decor and all the kind of like little touches about Christmas in New York. Also, it's like 4:45 and it's already getting dark. It might look like, because I've got the settings on the camera, but it is basically getting dark out, and it's very frustrating. So like we exited the bar and we were like, really? Like, it's already getting dark? But whatever, it is what it is. So I'm headed home, and the first thing I'm gonna do is take a shower and wash my hair, because my hair is just at that point where I was pushing it. I probably could have washed it today, but before I left the house, but it's fine. So I'm gonna wash my hair, like get in cozy clothes, and then I might do a little bit of work. One of the things I like to do is plop on the couch with that lap desk that I showed a few days ago, especially on Sundays, and like watch football and work at the same time. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, I just got a bunch of things done. I sat here on the couch while half watching the Chiefs-Bengals game, but also working. I got through all of the YouTube comments. I got through a bunch of content requests for the new year that I had asked for on Instagram. I kind of went through them, responded, like asked some clarifying questions, and then also added them to my content idea spreadsheet. And then I also responded to some emails. I feel like I did something else, but I can't remember what it is now, which is funny because it was 5 minutes ago. But now I am basically done for the evening, except the Cowboys game. The Cowboys game is at 8, so well, that is, or 8:15, 8:20, whatever time the Sunday night game starts. So that's gonna kick off. I'm gonna take a picture. I like have been thinking about this all day. I know that for December Daily tomorrow, I'm gonna do like football as the topic. So I took a picture earlier of like the TV at the bar and with my friend. And then I'm gonna take one more picture. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I filmed the December Daily yesterday. Was planning to include it in this vlog. So let's interrupt this outro for 1 second and jump to the December Daily clip that I filmed yesterday of yesterday's December Daily. December Daily story is all about the Patreon Zoom call. I did get these photos printed in 2 sizes because I wasn't sure. I printed out the big 4x6 ones, but ultimately decided to go with these little 3x4 ones. So I do a page protector that's got 4 3x4 pockets. And then on the opposite side, I pick out this giant number 3 to go on the back of the Hallmark Christmas bingo from yesterday. And then I pick out a journal card to go in that 4th pocket where I can write about what it's about. And the next step is figuring out which pattern paper I want to put behind that 3. And I debate this like green, it can't even really tell on camera, it's a green stripe, but ultimately decide to go with this black with gold sparkles. And so I glue that down. And first off, I should have glued it the other way, step 1. Step 2, when I go to cut it on my cutting board, I totally mess up and line it up wrong and cut off a whole piece of red. And I'm very frustrated at first. And then I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. And that it's not perfect. My December Daily is not going to be perfect. And it's not that big of a deal. So then I get to punching the holes, which I have a new hole punch, and it actually is really hard to punch versus my old one. I'm struggling here a little bit, but I punch all 6 holes individually. I know that they make a hole punch that has all 6 across that Allie Edwards shares a lot in her videos, but I just don't work outside of the page protector enough to justify not having just a single hole punch. So after I get all the holes punched, I decide that I also want to put the little photos on that black patterned paper instead of having the white strips from the app that I use to turn them into a collage. So I cut 4 or 3 of the 3x4 little pockets, and then I trim the white spots off of the pictures so that I can put those down onto the patterned paper. So the next step is figuring out what kind of embellishments I want to use to additionally decorate this page. So I'm going through all the different phrases and things that I have and ultimately decide on this corkboard piece that says working hard, because that's what we were doing. We were working hard. Well, they were working hard. I was guiding them along. And so I pick out these corkboard hearts to complement the corkboard piece. And of course, I know you're surprised. There are 3 of them. 3 corkboard hearts kind of balance out the page, and I put them in all their different spots, and then I get to sticking things down. I use an adhesive roller for the 3 and the working hard because I'm out of red line tape. I really should have ordered more before December Daily started. And then I get to sticking down the corkboard hearts. I'm very thankful that they already have a sticker adhesive on the back, and I just have to peel it off and stick it down. So then I glue the pictures onto the patterned paper. And then the last step is, of course, journaling and writing what this day was all about. I talked about at the max capacity, or not capacity, but the peak, we had 87 people on the Patreon call, which was absolutely amazing. And just seeing them get to work and prioritize themselves and their goals just made me so, so happy. So I just write my feelings down on the card and say that I can't wait for the next session. And that is going to be it. I put all of the things back in their pockets and wrap up another December Daily. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm going to take a picture of the TV with the Cowboys game and then send the photos for December Daily for tomorrow. And that's it. And then I like sitting on the couch and like watching football and like working at the same time when it's not my team. There's a lot of downtime in football, but when it's my team, especially the Sunday night game, at this point, I want to be like done. I want to put all my laptop and all my stuff back in the office and just like relax on the couch and enjoy the Cowboys game. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but every day here during Vlogmas. See you tomorrow. It's freaking awesome. Before,